Let's talk about how you can pack towels for travel. So there are a couple of different ways we can do this, but I want to show you how to pack towels to save space, as I think that's going to be like the main issue you'll have when packing towels. Before I show you the most space-saving ways to fold up your towels or roll them up, I just wanted to quickly comment on how big of a difference the size of the towel and what type of towel you actually use is going to make. You can see this is like a beach towel, and this is more a normal sized, like a mid-sized towel. And you can see the size difference already is quite significant. Microfiber towels, this is a full-sized one. You can see it's even smaller, and here you have a small microfiber towel. So that's going to make a huge difference. But let me jump into this now. I'll give you some more cool packing hacks for your towel as we go along. This is going to be the Ranger roll for your towel, and it's going to be the most space-saving way to fold your towel. As you can see, it will wrinkle up the towel a little bit, but I think that's fine. I'm going to show you another way afterwards that will prevent wrinkles. Alright, so first of all, we want to place the towel flat out on a nice surface here. And I'm going to take one of the ends and I'm going to fold it underneath the rest of the towel. You don't need that much room here. I'm thinking maybe 7-8 inches for one of these medium-sized towels. If you have a bigger one or very thick one, you may need to increase that a little bit. And from here, we're going to fold it in about 1/3 of the length of the towel on one side. You can also do 1/4 if you want to get a wider and thinner roll. But I like 1/3 for towels. So on one side, and then we'll take the other side and we overlap completely the first side there. Now, at this point, we're going to start rolling up the towel here from the end that we didn't fold underneath. So the tighter you roll it up here, the more space it's going to save, but also keep in mind that the tighter you roll it, also the more wrinkles it's going to cause. So if you really need to save the space, I recommend that you roll it quite tightly like this, otherwise a little bit more lightly. Once you make it to the top here, what we're going to do now is lift it up and we're going to wring this part that we flipped underneath around this roll here, and that's going to help compress the towel even further. In addition to that, it's also going to help it stay in place so it doesn't unravel as you pack it. I think that's one of the most annoying things about packing towels, is that it won't stay in place. So just take your time with this. If you have rolled it super tightly, this may take a moment, especially if it's your first time doing this. So like that, and you can just adjust it a little bit afterwards. And here you have a beautifully rolled towel. This is going to be the most space-saving way that you can roll your towels. Also, if you're using any packing system like me, I recommend packing cubes quite highly. It's going to fit quite nicely into these medium-sized packing cubes along with your other garments. These are some of the other rolling methods I like to utilize while I'm packing stuff. I put together a cheat sheet over on organizing.tv/pack. So if you want like my top 5 folding hacks for free, you can head over there. I'm also going to add a little card here. Also, I recommend bringing a plastic bag, because if your towel is wet, it's nice to have a plastic bag that you can pack it into so that it doesn't wetten the other clothes, or if it's dirty, that way you won't transfer any dirt or smell over to your other clothes, especially if you have them in the same packing cubes as the other garments. Anyway, I know some of you are going to say, Thor, I don't like rolling my clothes. I prefer just folding them flatly. How can I do that with towels? Don't worry, breathe. I have a solution for that too. Now, it's not going to save quite as much space as the roll does, but it is quite a nice way to fold up your towels as well. So let's just unroll it again here and lay it down flat with one side facing up. And from here, again, I'm going to split the towel into 3 parts from side to side. And I'm folding in 1/3 of the way on one end, and I repeat on the other side, completely overlapping the first side. So here's the next part. So we're going to split the towel into about, let's say, 6 different sections here. And I'm going to fold in about 1/6 of the way on one end. So up over the top like that. And from the other end here, I'm going to fold it over once, twice, and 3 times. So this fit quite perfectly because there is a little bit of room here, so maybe a little bit around, yeah, you see what I mean. What we're going to do next here is that we're going to take this section and we're going to stuff it inside this opening here. Now the easiest way to do this is by kind of folding in both of the sides so that you get kind of a sharper arrow shape. That way it's going to be a lot easier to open up this top layer of the other end and stuffing it all the way inside like this. Once you make it to this point, I recommend that you put your hand in here, and you can even out that sharp arrow shape that we made there in the beginning, and kind of stretch the rest of the towel over to lock it in place like this. Now this isn't gonna unravel anytime soon either. It's not gonna sit quite as well as the first roll we did, but here you have a nice flat fold, or I guess you can file fold it in your luggage as well if you're so inclined. So I just wanted to quickly touch on microfiber cloths here as well, or microfiber towels. If you really want to save space in your luggage, this is going to be the way to go. As you can see, these are significantly thinner compared to the regular towels. It's very different to dry yourself with them. They have a lot more friction to them. But if you really need to save the space and weight, these are fantastic. You can use them just like you would a regular towel, and they're going to absorb tons of liquid. But like I said, they feel very different. But I do recommend them if saving space is your primary goal. Again, you can roll them up the same way as you did with either the roll. You can even do this, but I don't see the point of that. So let me just show you how to do it quickly on these ones. As you can imagine, when you're rolling up microfiber towels, you don't need quite as much of a pocket at the bottom. So just a couple of inches should be plenty here. Let's do about 2-3 inches, should probably be plenty. And we fold in 1/3 of the way from one side, and we repeat on the other side. A quick hack, I guess you can do here, is just to fold the towel in half all the way down to that pocket first. That way you don't need to roll so much all the time. And then from here we're just going to super tightly roll the towel up all the way to the top like this. And it's the same concept. Fold it over on one side, and we repeat on the other side like that. And you can see it's significantly smaller than the other towels. Where was it? This is a full-size beach towel versus I guess what would be considered a full-sized microfiber towel, or it's slightly smaller though. So the weight, obviously this weighs significantly more than this small thing, but you could even go smaller with microfiber cloths if you just want to pat yourself down if you're out backpacking or something. Half the size, yeah. There are lots of ways to save space with towels. I think those are the primary ways that I want to recommend for you. If you have packing cubes, obviously you can just roll up the towels and put them inside the packing cubes as well. You could even... I'm hesitant to recommend compressing towels because they get quite compressed when you roll them up already. So maybe for towels, avoid compression packing cubes, but you can definitely put them inside packing cubes in general. Anyway, like I said, definitely head over to organizing.tv/pack and download that 5 free packing hacks cheat sheet. You're going to save so much space in your luggage. It's pretty much the most space-saving 5 ways that you can fold up your clothes and pack them to reduce the space they take up in your luggage. So yeah, entirely for free. You can also tap this little box that pops up here now, or you can check out this video that I recommend that you check out next. Anyway, thanks for watching this video about towels, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.